Yo, what is up, guys? It's been a while, but it's forever here, and today we are going to talk about raising your gear score. I've been asked this question multiple times from multiple people in the last few weeks about how to raise their gear score because they feel like they're stuck in the 20s and not knowing how to get to 3,000. Personally, I am 3,700 and something, 51. And I can go higher, just I need to finish raising my skills, but I'm lazy right now and haven't been doing much, especially because of the holidays. The holidays have just passed, so I am definitely going to be getting back on the ball when it comes to grinding out my skills and stuff. However, today is not about my skills or my gear score. This video is about your gear score and we could do get your gear score up. If you are stuck in the 20s, if you're stuck in the 25s or below, this video is definitely going to help you out. If you have the time to play this game, you have the time to do what I'm going to tell you now. Now, first of all, disclaimer, I am free to play in a sense because I bought the early access pack. I think it's the $59 early access pack I bought. So I got the 500 extra lucent and I put that into buying the first battle pass. Since then, I haven't spent any money on the game. Besides that, I haven't put any lucent into the game from the PlayStation Store. I play on the PlayStation server, so that's another disclaimer. This is going to be for PlayStation server mostly only because our prices on our auction house are super inflated. Because we have a lack of things that PC players have. Like PC players have bots. We don't have bots, so our prices are going to be a lot higher over here. Now, dipping into the root of everything, when it comes down to what you're going to be doing, you're going to get your main character first to 50, and this is going to be the annoying part for some of you because you're going to be like, I don't have time to do all that. Well, you do have time if you're willing to play this game. You're going to have to be able to make time. You're going to want to get a second character to level 50. If not directly after, then within the few days after you've gotten your first character 50. It takes about 5 hours to get to 50. So 10 hours you can get 2 characters to 50. You can split that up between 2 days. Do it however you want, but get 2 characters to 50 ASAP. Decide which character is going to be your main character, and then your alternate character is going to be in only blues. This is very important because running certain dungeons like the first T1 dungeons, where are they at? So anything between Death's Abyss, Cursed Wasteland, Temple of Slaughter, Butcher's Canyon, and Tyrant's Isle. These are all T1 dungeons, the 1-star dungeons. These dungeons can be easily done in gear that gets you up to 3,000, which you can do in all blues. Blues are very cheap on our market right now. They're between 10 to like 100 lucent, depending on what you want to do with that. But you're probably wondering, why do I need the level 2 characters? How's that going to help me? The reason that's going to help you is because you get more dungeon runs. You're going to get double the dungeon runs per day. You only get 900 dungeon tokens per day. You can see I'm capped out right now. I've been, like I said, busy. Anyway, you get 900 dungeon runs per day with the inclusion of the item that they added a few patches ago, the salvation token. This is going to be what your goal is to get, as much of these as possible, because these let you buy accessories from the accessory vendor over here. You get a selection chest for an accessory, and what you can do with that is you can buy one of these accessories. One of these is going to be your best in slot, first of all, and then the rest are going to be for sale. No matter what the stat is on the trait for these are going to be for sale. Your main goal is not to bump your character up. Your main goal is to get as much lucent as you can from selling these accessories, because you're going to wait for the price on these accessories to also drop directly after you start to push them into the market. Because you're going to be pushing so many of these accessories into the market, honestly, it's going to be ridiculous. If you are not a person that has the ability or the want to get a Archboss weapon, then go ahead and spend your tokens on buying more salvation tokens so you can make more lucent by selling things like skill boosts and once again, this is only for PlayStation servers. Like PlayStation servers, they have a hard time pushing out the same things as PC servers because PC servers have bots. So like people can do stuff like that. But like this right here, well, this is the actual rank, my bad. Let me go ahead and go down to the extract for Amber Dimensional, but no Sapphire Band. So you can see right here, stun chance is 15, health regen is 90, collision chance is 110, skill damage boost is 500. So one skill damage boost can net you 500 lucent. Take off for tax is gonna be about 4 something. Maybe 390. I don't remember what the hell the tax is right now. I think it's like 23 or 23. Let me go ahead and raise that, by the way. Um, we're the Siege Guild right now. This is also, once again, another disclaimer. I'm also in the Siege Guild, so I was able to get a lot of my gear. Well, not a lot of my gear. I got 2 pieces of my gear from my gear set from the guild, which, you know, made me be able to do more things in the future. But a lot of things you don't really need because, like, I have the Talus Staff and I have the Harvester Pants. Those aren't really a necessity unless you're just pushing for stats and gear score. Now, the buff duration band is also 530. That's 30 more than the boost on our server. And then the max health is also another one that you're going to want to be able to go ahead and put out. I wouldn't say undercut these people, just post them at the same price. Some people will try to undercut you, but they'll all get sold eventually when it comes down to it. And this, honestly, it helps put more things in the market, but it will lower the price if people keep undercutting you. That's what it's going to be regardless. People are always going to undercut because people are people and don't realize that things are going to sell regardless. Now then, the next thing is after you beat the story on your second character, you are going to transfer every single purple you got on that character over to your main character, regardless of stats. More than likely, your build is going to be made the way you want it to be. So you're going to be building either evasion or endurance. If you're building evasion, transfer the evasion stats over. If you're building endurance, transfer your endurance stats over. Anything else that's not that stat, keep it on that character. Unless you want to reroll using the inks, which you could do if you want to. I personally won't do it on like the heroic pieces because they're so kind of just out there. But collect the inks from the daily vendor. I have like 400 of these inks right now because I haven't been rerolling anything because I don't need to reroll anything right now. But collect the inks from those vendors and reroll as much as possible until you get the wanted stat on the things that you need. Say those rings specifically, like I had those rings because I buy those rings so frequently. I'll reroll those rings because they're so cheap to reroll and because they're worth 500 lucent a piece. Now, a few weeks ago, they were 2,000 lucent a piece, and I made bank off of selling those rings. Like they kind of travel between 2,000 and 1,000, and I was making like 1,500 up to 2,000 per ring when I was doing that. And that's when I had my second character level 50, and that character was just running dungeons constantly. I wish I was able to do that more with that character, but I needed to get stuff set up for Siege, so I ended up having to go ahead and scrap that character and go to another server to do some, you know, lucent trading or money laundering, whatever you want to call it. But also, that being said, that's pretty much how I got to where I am. I just had another character. It was super easy to do just because I had another character. All that stuff made it to where I could just go ahead and push through getting the items I wanted and being able to farm out those stats. Now, if you don't want to make the lucent, if you don't care about making the lucent to get those to get the lucent that you want to buy the things you're gonna need, just get the stats from the stuff that you bought, from the stuff that you get from your secondary character, and put it on your main character. You're gonna raise your gear score either way. It's just either do you want to make profit or do you want to make your character's gear score go up. And that's what it comes down to. I mean, I think it's pretty simple to me, but it's up to you if you want to put the time into this. This is a very time intensive game. The game demands your time. No matter what you think you want to do, the game is going to need you to play many hours to get a gear score high enough to say you want to be competitive in, you know, the end game of things, which is PvP. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you guys want any more information. I'll try to put up something that's a better descriptor of everything that I meant, but only if it's requested. But that's all the information I can give you right now when it comes to raising your gear score. Like I said, it's super easy. Just get your traits, make an alternate character, get your traits, throw those traits onto whatever you want, or sell them for lucent, and then buy them when they're cheaper, and you'll still be able to get to the end game, depending on how long you want to wait. But it's all depending on how long you want to wait. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's been forever, and peace out.